There we go. All right. Welcome everybody in to Astraea Love. Please make sure that you are familiar with my little disclaimer. Okay, it is in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled, be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. Okay, I'm not going to keep reminding everybody about my personal human rights. I live in America where the freedom of speech is enacted. So, yeah, don't go against my freedom of speech or you'll get removed from everything pretty much. Okay, so now we're going to do the prayer. So if you don't pray, that's fine. I'm going to say this prayer for the both of us. I ask that the Most High God be with us now. Please send all of the ancestors, all of the ascended masters, all of the archangels, all the spirit guides, all of the guardian angels, and any other help that we may have, like Starseed family, to this reading for me and my collective. Please remove the energy that's trying to blind us right now. Please remove all of the hexes that have been sent in the night. And then I'm asking that all of the hexes, curses, and spells that are being projected towards me for poverty and for this platform and for my other platform, that those be returned back to sender. I also ask that you continue to order steps in dealing with the psychic realm. And please block out anyone or anything and all evil, okay, that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. So I'm going to go ahead and read this one. The Lord protects and preserves them. They are counted among the blessed in the land. He does not give them over to the desire of their foes. The Lord sustains them on their sick bed and restores them from their bed of illness. Thank you, God. Okay, so we've got a situation here where somebody is continuing. I mean, this has been going on for about 6 months, maybe even more. Somebody in the collective is continuing to send this poverty bullshit, these poverty spells. This blue amber has Thoth in it, or a being that's very similar to Thoth. So I'm just bringing that out for channeling. But yeah, this person or group of people has been doing these spells on you for quite some time. Okay. They've been draining somebody's bank account little by little and basically poverty spells. They don't want you to have anything. This person wants you completely broke. They're trying to take away every resource that you would have coming in. They're also trying to block your divine life purpose, your path, and they're trying to block the Most High God, and they're trying to block your spirit team, your ancestors, all of that. They're trying to block you from being able to obtain. They basically, to be impoverished means that you cannot afford the basic things in life, right? So I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this country of ours, but like it's such a piece of shit. You know, I've been on disability, waiting for my disability to come through. And I've had to fight tooth and nail for my sanity from these fucking people and for everything. And so it's really very frustrating to not be able to take care of myself and to have to rely on other people that really shouldn't be helping me or can't always help me. You know what I mean? For finances. And so I feel like I've been affected by this poverty spell. I also feel like there's a lot of other people in the collective that have been effective, but I'm very disappointed with this government. I'm fucking calling judgment on it straight up. I'm very disappointed with this government. I'm very disappointed with disability. Okay. They denied my first claim, and my doctor, like, knows what to say, put all of the information in, because legitimately I can't have another job other than what I'm doing. Like, anyways, so you could be in a situation like that and you're just not getting treated fairly. Like disability, they're either taking years to do your case or whatever this is, but you're not receiving what you should be receiving. And the whole point of that is, why work? Why do any work if you're not going to even receive enough money to fucking feed yourself? That's how I feel about YouTube, but I'm here working for God, and I know that my needs are always going to get taken care of, even if it's not all coming through. I just know that people are straight up specifically targeting me. They're doing spells so that people will not give to me, that they will not support me, and stuff like that. And all that stuff that's really mean to do to somebody. You trying to take food and money, trying to take money and food out of somebody else's fucking mouth, and you're trying to take their home, and you're trying to take, like, this person's a fucking cunt. I mean, they're trying to take your home, your stability, your livelihood, your health, your food, like all this shit, Nobody wants to be in poverty. Nobody does. And there's really no need for that. If this government would get its motherfucking shit together, but it's such a fucking piece of shit. It is such a piece of shit. If it would get its motherfucking shit together, we would not have homeless veterans on the street. We wouldn't have any fucking homelessness if the government would actually get its shit together. So that's why every day and every night until they fucking put my case through and treat me correctly, like, what the fuck? These people have caused PTSD and a whole lot worse than me. This fucking general public shit and the police. They literally fucking owe me so much money and emotional damage and support. Like, that's like fucking literally. I'm on my last straw with these people. So yeah, I literally have contacted an attorney to sue the government because they're fucking full of shit. They're fucking bullshit. America is a fucking cunt. You can go to almost any other country. Well, not any other country, but you can go to a lot of other countries in Europe, and people are getting their housing paid for. They're getting help when they need it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this country. Pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. Yeah. So anyways, I've had it. We're not going to be going through another year of impoverished bullshit because some fucking reptilian ass motherfuckers want the chosen to be suppressed. This is the time for us, and I don't give a fuck what these dumbass reptile people think or say. And if they're a part of the government, I'm going to have their ass the fuck removed. God will remove them. Trust me. But yeah, they need to start acting right. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of this hexing. I'm tired of that shit. People need to fucking stop. Again, I'm going to continue to repeat these same fucking messages probably until I die. Literally, if that's even possible, because every time I die, I come back to life and God doesn't fucking even let me die. But literally, I'm probably going to just be saying the same fucking thing for the next 25 years or 30 years, however long I decide to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be the same messages for the fucking idiots who are in power to step the fuck down because they're wrong. Number one. Number two, get their shit together. It's always going to be the same thing of people need to stop doing witchcraft on other people. I don't know when the message is going to change. Hopefully at some point the message will change and then the human race will actually change. But our country is such a fucking greedy piece of shit. I don't have no respect for it because the way I've been treated, I literally am waiting for another country to just ask me to move there, and I'll take my chosen ass there and I'll fucking stay there if they let me. And if it has like functionable toilets and stuff like that, yeah. It's sad if you have to go to another country to get treated right. That's fucking pathetic. And I don't have no respect for anybody in the government that is being abusive and neglectful to the people who need disability. That's wrong. It's wrong. And I'm calling judgment on fucking everyone, every single person in the government that is a part of that. I'm calling judgment on you because I can and because you're in the wrong. And stop fucking getting, if you don't want to be fucking judged by God severely and punished and put in the same spot that I am, don't fucking goddamn don't abuse me. That's all that I'm saying to the government is stop neglecting and fucking abusing me and stop doing it to the other people that need help. Okay? You know, we have a lot of other governments cursing our government right now. A lot of them. And I could just sit here and allow everybody to curse us and not give a fuck because our government didn't give a fuck about me. They literally caused me emotional and mental suffering to the fucking extreme and religious persecution and all of this dumb bullshit because I have spiritual abilities. I get attacked by people. People gang stalk me. They did, anyways, until I moved out of that town. That was the most corrupt motherfucking thing in the world. It's got the men in black looking through the shit now. But yeah. When it comes to me and when it comes to other people, well, when it comes to me, you know, I'm the accuser of all of the sin of mankind. So basically, you bring me into a system where I need disability and then you abuse me, I'm going to report that shit to the Most High God, and you guys are going to be fucking literally dealing with hell. So yeah, I'm appalled by the way other people are getting treated, and I'm appalled with the way that I've been treated by this government. And if any other country wants to offer me a place to live and a citizenship there, you like India or like, you know, some other country that actually takes care of its people, that doesn't let people sit on after serving their country, losing their fucking legs, doesn't let them sit on the fucking street, and doesn't give them a house to live in, doesn't give them food stamps, denies them basically any type of help after that person just sacrificed limbs for you motherfuckers. How dare you? So yeah, any other country, you want to inherit a chosen one, I would love to come bring the blessedness of God that I am to that country and help the people there, because the people here are ingrates. They're not grateful and they're not appreciative of the help. And on top of that, they do dumb shit like witchcraft, poverty spells, that type of crap. So yeah, there should be no question. If you find yourself up under judgment, don't fucking ask why. Don't cry out to God and lament. Don't even repent at this point. You're already fucked. You're done. When you leave this realm, you're going to hell. Okay? You people doing these poverty spells on everybody, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? Do you think you were just going to get away with keeping people in poverty? Keeping people homeless, keeping people on the street, keeping people addicted to drugs? Did you think that that was going to be what was going to happen? No. Obviously, judgment. You're fucking stupid. If you think that that shit is how this future is going to continue to be, you are so sorely mistaken. And literally, if I have to continue to sue the fucking government until another government gives me, you know, like citizenship, if I have to sue this government, I'm going to continue to take your asses to court because I have a legitimate case. And fucking you guys are not going to ignore me. I will, for the rest of my motherfucking life until I get another citizenship somewhere else, I will take you to court. So you might as well just act right, address the problem, stop fucking turning down people that you know need the shit that you just don't give a fuck about, that you would rather, oh, I don't like this person. I'm just going to deny them. I'm going to push their paperwork to the back. You're going to fucking go to hell for that because you're stealing people's fortunes and stopping them from being prosperous. stopping them from having a roof over their head, you're a piece of shit. And you know that. That's not even anything that is negotiable. Okay. Anybody that's doing that type of crap is a piece of shit, and they know that they are. They know they're a no good motherfucker that shouldn't have any type of power. And trust me, you gals continue to do this to the human population of America, at least, because that's what I'm in right now. You continue to fuck us over. It's going to be you motherfuckers behind the scenes that lose everything in your life. You'll lose your friends, your spouses, your homes, your pensions, your jobs, your credibility. What God can give, God can take away. And fucking God didn't give you any of the shit that you have. So the devil and God can take that shit away. So I'm so disappointed. I'm so fucking disappointed in the government. I'm so fucking disappointed in the disability. I am so fucking disappointed in you people. How many other chosen people have been on the motherfucking streets because the government doesn't give a shit and won't take responsibility and accountability for fucking all the MK Ultra torment they've put on people. Anyways, fuck them. Fuck them. They can go to hell. And literally, when it's time for them to be judged and they stand before me, I'm going to say, well, you did this shit to yourself. How many fucking times were you warned by a psychic to stop doing witchcraft on other people? Like, how many fucking times? If I can't even count it, if I'm going to have to do this for the next 20 years, I'll quit, bitch. Like, I'm not going to fucking continue to say the same exact shit over and over again because somebody is too fucking stupid to listen. That's on you. Watch how quickly shit falls down. So yeah, we're going to find out whoever this person is. Or we're going to attempt to find out because it's probably more than one person. Grimy ass motherfuckers. Straight up. Y'all need... The reason why judgment's getting called by not just me. I'm asking God to call judgment on it. On my case, on my energy. Which means if you're attached to my case, you're up under fucking judgment. But yeah, why that's happening is because it's needed. It's been a long time coming. I know that Trump's trying to get shit back in order, but all of this crazy ass resistance and shit like that to positive things happening, you reptilian ass motherfuckers need to literally get it through your fucking pea-brained heads that you're not in power here. You hold no power here. None at all, actually. We are the sun. Y'all are fucking dumbass reptiles that don't goddamn listen. America. Yeah, this person is trying to stay out of prison. They owe the courts money. They owe gangsters money. This person's a dumbass. They're overwhelmed by personal problems and personal issues. They're dominated. They're in prison. And that's what literally, my testimony, God saved my life. I would not be here today. I would be probably falsely imprisoned or sex trafficked by the police. That's what would have happened to me if I would have stayed in the city that I was in. Crooked ass cops working behind the scenes to sex traffic people and to create heinous ass crimes. And I wonder how they thought that shit was going to work out, because now they're being fucking hovered over and watched by UAPs. When the justice system, the police, and every other part of the government completely fails you and abuses you in every motherfucking type of way, then what do? Well, you cry out to God. I cried out to God. God listened this time, and God's responding. Now, all the times I cried out for help from my neighbors that were trying to fucking kill me, from the church that was trying to fucking kill me because I have abilities, I hope that one day there are laws set into place that you cannot try to unalive people that have spiritual gifts. Because that's what I've been experiencing is people coming for me trying to RAPE me and unalive me. No shit, literally. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of it. God's never going to let them fucking touch me. So, but you need to know that about yourself as well. That God has had enough of these people. They need to go to jail. This is their energy anyways. And that you don't even have the energy of poverty. So, whatever this is about, I know there's people in the CIA that watch me. I know there's people in the FBI that watch me. I know that there's other type of people that fucking monitor me and watch me. If it was not for God, I would be on the streets, most likely sex trafficked by these people. So that's why my testimony is so important to tell you guys. Like the situation, I was stuck in a condo where I did not think I would ever get out of this place, ever. I had the police being called on me every single day, and I would not even be doing anything. I would maybe be crying every once in a while, usually after they called the police. But yeah, they would just habitually call the police on me and make up bullshit, make up false fucking bullshit, literally. And then, you know, when I said that I had enough is when this one crazy bitch who I still don't know to this day, I don't know who this person is. They literally took me to court and was like, "Oh, we have recordings of you crying." Okay, so it's illegal to cry. Are you fucking insane? You people are retarded. Not only that, they were doing so many crooked things against me, like not giving me tickets, but giving me a warrant instead without ever giving me a ticket. So, like, of course, if you didn't give me a ticket, anyways, so much shit that these fucking people did. They're all burning in hell. They're all really fucking suffering for the way that they treated me. They should have fucking thought twice. But God used me as a trap to trap and ensnare these people. Yeah. Yeah, literally people trying to use lies to get people put in jail. That is absolutely insane to me. Because it's like I still to this day do not know who the person was that was persecuting me. So I just was like, okay, you know what? I'll pay whatever fine this is. But as far as restraining order, I don't know who this individual is. How in the fuck could I have threatened them when I don't know who the fuck they are? First of all, it doesn't make any sense. Secondly, then I just moved in silence. I literally, God was, by the grace of God, I was able to move. And now I'm in a place where people, if they want to fuck with me, they're going to have to get past my neighbors who watch everything. So, yeah. The people that were my neighbors at this other place were the most wretched, horrid, disgusting human beings that I've ever met. Just straight up trash. And they didn't like me because I'm a psychic and that threatens their fucking false belief systems. And this is exactly the way this person feels about you. Your psychic abilities literally threaten this person's belief system. So they feel like you need to be restricted in some way. This is like a self-restriction with the Eight of Swords. But of course, anybody that goes to jail, you think that they put themselves there, but you know, you're not doing anything to cause you to go to jail. So it's just very random and inappropriate for someone to be trying to make you homeless, trying to make you in poverty, and then trying to put you in jail. For what? You must be a psychic or something, because this person doesn't want you to be, they don't want you to be able to see. That's it. Yeah, we got tissues for their issues. They don't want you to be able to see. That's why I was like, I rebuke this blindness crap that's going on. Somebody trying to block my vision, like thinking that that's how I get my abilities and shit. People are retarded. Some people, I mean, not all people, but it's just the ones that think that they know everything. Those are the people that are the most ignorant, because if you think you know anything, you can't be taught anything. The moon in the reverse. Yeah, this is a backfire. Wow. So basically, this person is so emotional. It's like they're always on a roller coaster. They failed their examination and test. That's probably why they're going to go to jail, because they failed their test. It was something about taking something from you and then they would gain it. So I don't know if this has to do with the court systems, but this person lacks clear thinking. The moon in the reverse is all about being confused. It's about being blocked. It's also about not being able to like, it's studying the incorrect things. This person wasted all their time studying how to make somebody else poor, not realizing that the law of attraction, what you put out is going to come right back to you. That is your own frequency. That's the law of attraction. If you're channeling poverty to some, and you even try to direct it to somebody else, it's still you channeling poverty in your life. Like, that's what people don't understand about death magic. When you do death magic on somebody, you're still channeling death in your own life. Like, you're channeling baneful death essence. And unless you're an immortal being, then that shit is going to take a toll on your body. You know, people that practice necromancy, which is a disgusting art. I don't listen. If you use your gifts and if you use your spiritual abilities to help other people, inspire others, or to like work with herbs to heal, I consider you to be like a light witch or a healer. Like, I don't consider that to be negative in any type of way, and neither does God. But like, when people have spiritual abilities and they abuse those abilities and they use their abilities to harm and hurt other people, that's, you know, baneful magic. And that's going to always come back to them, always come back to them. It may, and the thing is that your frequency has been ascending. So as your vibration raises, you're no longer the reciprocant vibration of their energy. Like, you don't hold the energy of poverty. You're not a impoverished soul. And my ear just started ringing. And so that's spirit talking in my ear saying that no, they need to know that poverty is not in their DNA. It's not in your DNA, and only God can make your DNA. You know what I mean? I also feel like somebody has been trying to attach something to, like, they've been trying to put a root on you to drain out your root chakra. So they've been doing something with the moon, and that's why the moon has flipped on them. Like, the moon itself and its energies have flipped on this person. This person also has a big creative block. They're basically attacking your solar plexus chakra and your root chakra and your sacral chakra. They're focusing, and your crown. So they're focusing on these chakras because, first of all, they don't want you to, your crown chakra, they don't want you to get your downloads from spirit. They don't, yeah, exactly. Nothing touches you. They don't want you to get your downloads from spirit. And like, what they're sending is bouncing off of you, and it's just going back to them. Yeah, their time has been done up. It's, I mean, their time, when it was their time was like years ago. And if they were going to take you out, they should have done it then, before you went through a spiritual awakening, because now nothing can be done. You know what I mean? And still, even if they were going to do it then, it wouldn't have worked, because for death magic to work, or any type of end poverty spells, is death. It's bringing an ending to your finances. That person who you're doing magic on has to want to be dead. They have to want to die more than they want to be alive. And that's the only way that somebody else's death magic will work. And even that, it's still, yeah, even that, it's still, you know, not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Whatever these people have been studying, they need to pick up a new hobby and study something different. I'm seeing the 10 of Cups in the reverse. This person's about to be betrayed, Judas style. It says that guilt, loss of a friendship, loss of love, envy of others. Someone may cheat them out of money, and then they lose a home and they lose their possessions. So yeah. Yeah, Trace Askins. All right. Absolutely. It is a day of reckoning. I love that word, reckoning. Yeah, they're going to lose it all. They're going to lose it all because, it straight up says loss of home and possessions. They're going to lose more than just what their monetary success is. Like, these people are going to be losing their spiritual gifts. Could you imagine being so psychically gifted and being able to do things to people and getting away with it for like 20 to 30 years or some shit like that. Like some of these people that do this stuff, yeah, everything's going. They literally have been doing it for so long, getting away with it, and then they come across the wrong one, and then all of a sudden they lose everything. I've seen God take out a sorcerer that had worked for 40 years doing work on people, right? Doing baneful magic. I saw God take out everything that he had ever done in this life in the blink of an eye, like literally without even, with just boom, all of it gone. And then all of these spirits of the people that this person was putting in comas and unaliving all came back at once to haunt them, and then this person most likely unalived themselves. So yeah, that's how things are being dealt with in this day and age. 2025 is not the year to attack anybody else, right? Yeah, 20 years of this back and forth bullshit. But you do have the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like you are getting good news as well with the 2 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles talks about an inheritance, gift, and money. But I'm seeing that this is spiritual inheritance and it's physical inheritance. And then it also says that you're very influential as a person. And it says invest in the stock market, make basically the 10 of Pentacles is setting long-term career goals. Yes, absolutely. You guys are also the sun for sure. For sure. Now, this 2 of Pentacles is talking about great change coming in for you. An important message or document arrives. This message, and it's going to put an end to a problem. This message could be that there could be something going on in the court systems that you get notified about, and you'll basically be liberated. If God has you go to court for anything, you're going to end up like getting twice the amount of what you would normally get, because whatever this person's done and invested in, you'll be getting that money will have to be, that will have to be paid back, plus pain and suffering, right? Which putting somebody in poverty and using witchcraft to take from them is illegal. It's literally illegal. You cannot use witchcraft to attack anybody, and you can get put in jail for that. You absolutely can get put in jail for that. But this good news coming in is going to tell you that your 10 of Pentacles is secured, that you don't need to basically worry about this person. They're going to jail, they're going to be in prison, they're going to be restricted. And it's because of their own actions. They decided to betray you, and then God decided to betray them. That's just how the cookie crumbles. And I don't mean to laugh because it's not funny. Like, nothing about this is funny, but I really felt like somebody else in the collective was suffering in the same type of way that I was, meaning to say that you were dealing with somebody that could have been a neighbor, they could have been a friend, whoever this person was to you, you did not see who they were, right? And this person tried to make you mentally ill with witchcraft, and they did things, physical things that can be tracked back to them, and they can be put in prison for many years for doing this. Okay. They tried to take your mental health from you. So if they disabled you and you've tried to apply for assistance because you've been disabled by witchcraft that this country has allowed, or your state has allowed, or your city has allowed, then you should be compensated for whatever doctor's visits you've ever had to go to. Yeah, they would definitely do the spiritual siphoning crap. You should be paid back for any doctor's visits, any medication that you've had to be on, and pain and suffering from this person. That's technically what they owe you, but they're going to end up paying with their life. I guarantee it. When this person gets in jail, some worse shit's going to happen to them, because they were planning on coming in and stealing this good news from you, stealing whatever this upgrade is. That it's basically trying to steal your upgrade. This person wants the protection that you have from God removed. This Ace of Swords. This person literally wants this protection removed from your energy field. And God said, fuck no. God didn't say fuck, but God said absolutely not. And this is why your crown is protected. That's your crown chakra. Okay. Your root chakra is protected. Your chakras are protected. But it doesn't stop. Again, God's not going to take away people's free will unless it's like dire need. If this person was going to come towards you with a gun, God would get them in a car accident or make them fall on their own knife or some shit like that. But no weapon formed against you, no poverty spell, no witchcraft, no breadcrumbing from the universe, none of that will prosper. These people will be laughing, falling down, laughing. So yeah, this just reminds you that when you get this good news that your 10 of Pentacles is insured. Also, you could be upgrading stuff in your house right now, or you could be doing some like cleaning, like spring cleaning. This is really, really good. Just because I feel like you're removing this person out of your home and out of your energy, which is absolutely what you need to do. But yeah, your divine life mission, your mission and career direction will become clear. This is the ability, you have the ability to persevere during a very crucial time right now where a lot of people are falling to the side because these Masons and these weirdos, and I'm not calling every Mason a weirdo, but yeah, I kind of am. I don't know. They're not doing things that are positive. You know, they're no brotherhood of light. They're a brotherhood of some really dark ass shit that they shouldn't be doing, and they exist everywhere. So if these people were smart, they would pick people in their south node. They would pick people that are not chosen, not like psychic, not awakened to who they are. You know what I mean? Wow, a Mason's been watching you. Oh, I tell you, it's not for a good reason. These people do not have good intentions. They have never had good intentions. So yeah, this says think of as problems as opportunities for change, because that's actually what they are. This person's become more of a problem to themselves than anything. And this person could have been a friend to you. They were stealing your mental health. I'm not kidding. They were stealing your ability to take a fucking shower. This person was taking everything. And they were allowed to do it for a certain amount of time, and it's over now. The time, you know, the little, what are those time hourglass, that there's no more sand in the upper part of the hourglass, like time is done, right? So now the tables are turning, and this person is pissed off. You know, they're absolutely irate that the tables are turning on them right now. But they're the ones that put themselves in this situation. All they had to do was either go to God and ask for money, or get a fucking job and work a job. And if they're also disabled, again, somebody that has, this person's got a mental illness, and no, I cannot diagnose anybody, but I do pick up on the, it's a spiritual sickness. It's a mental sickness that this person has. I think that jealousy and envy is a mental disease of the brain. I literally would be very interested to see brain scans of somebody who's not jealous versus a brain scan of somebody who is jealous. I would be very interested to see the difference in those, because I really feel like envy and jealousy, they take over a person, and then it causes people to betray. And the only reason that this person wants to betray you is because they see you winning. They see you with the 10 of Pentacles. They see you getting good news from the universe while they're getting crap news. They're getting news that they failed their test, that they're not going to be able to move forward, and they can't receive an upgrade, and they're not going to be protected. Their ancestors and everybody that was on their team at the beginning of their life has turned away from them now and has joined your side, because this person was told to stop numerous times, yet they did not trust in other people's opinions. They didn't follow the advice of others. You know, a coven could have told this person to stop. All they did when they walked away from the coven, or the coven kicked them out, is they just went to doing some type of solitary practice. And this is what's fucked them up the worst. You know, and this person needs to be put in either a mental institution or in jail. Okay. They need to be put somewhere where they're going to be forced to have, hi, welcome, and everybody coming into the chat. This person needs to be put somewhere where they'll be forced to get on medication, stay on it, and do therapy, because this person now has demonic attachments that they cannot get rid of. And these demons cannot do anything to you. And in fact, they don't even care to do anything to you. and there's no offering that this person could give any Loa or Orisha that to make the spiritual realm turn on you. Like that, all of the offerings this person was giving up to the spiritual realm have been literally sent back down. They're like, nope, we're not accepting this. Nope, we're not accepting this. No, we're not going to injure and disable and harm and make impoverished this fucking light worker. You freak. You absolute freak. This person is such a freak. They are such a freak, and not in a good way, because I usually think weirdos and freaks and nerds are awesome. But this person's not. This person is a weird, like, I don't even know what the word is for that. Just depraved, man. But yeah, this person needs to have some type of schedule that they have to go by so that they can learn to stop sitting around all day and focusing on your energy. That is insane. Why would anybody? This is why they're possessed by the spirit of obsession, because who in the hell is going to sit around all day focusing on somebody else's life? That's crazy. Especially when this person is blindfolded. They can't see anybody else's life. This is like the universe saying, bitch, go within. Like, we're going to tie yourself up, put the blindfold on, close your eyes and go within. This person's never going to do that, because then they would have to look at all of the witchcraft that they've done and all of the accountability. They'd have to take accountability for this mental illness, for trying to send demons to people and all of this other shit that they've been doing. Yeah, King of Wands in the reverse. I'm picking up on a feminine who is attached to this masculine energy, who has got this masculine's got some type of STD or something. They've got something. So it's somebody that's over 40, controlling, overbearing, and quick to anger in interpersonal relationships and at work. Judgmental and intolerant of others. That's really somebody you want around. Closed to new ideas, prefers to maintain the status quo. This could be a pastor or something, or a priest that wants to steal the abilities of children. Ooh, where did that come from? So if you have a child, somebody could have been wanting to steal the abilities from your child. What religion does that? I mean, seriously. It says that this person creates conflict and unhappiness to you. They're definitely close to new ideas, and they're ignorant. So you can't do anything with somebody who's ignorant. No wonder they have mental health issues. I mean, you could just see if this King of Wands, now if you're a divine feminine and this King of Wands was going to the courts talking bad on you, this person looks like a jealous freak. They look like somebody who is just jealous of an ex and they're trying to imprison the ex. And then if you are a masculine, you have another masculine energy, this King of Wands in the reverse, who is trying to cause you to have to switch places with them because they know that they're going to go to jail, or they know that they're going to be penalized, whatever, however you say that, for basically doing all of this witchcraft. And this person doesn't want to be responsible for that. They would just rather wash their sins off on you and have you carry the load, but you're not willing to do that anymore. I feel like you have repented to God for any wrongdoing or anything that you've ever done, and God's accepted your apology and you're forgiven. Now, if this person's blaming you for some shit that happened 10, 20 years ago, or 5 years ago, that's on them. This person needs to stop trying to make the world revolve around their belief system, because their belief system is, being affected by black magic. And it's also being affected by whatever this female energy that's around them that gives them this bright idea to come drain your energy, and then they get their shit cut off straight up. And this person is carrying some type of disease, and they're very pissed off that you don't have it, that you have a 10 of Pentacles here waiting for you. Yeah. They're definitely mad that this King of Cups energy is here to support you. Like this King of Cups, this could be your energy. You could be a King of Cups, but this is somebody that's supportive to you in your life. These people are trying to cut off your connections and your support, right? So if you have somebody who's emotionally balanced and you're emotionally balanced, and this person gives very wise advice. I feel like this is part of your protection, is having this King of Cups energy. This could be a brother, a cousin, a coworker, a boss, a mentor, a teacher, a guru, anything like that. This is just somebody that has your best interests at heart. This could even be the father to somebody, or a stepfather or something like that. But yeah, you got people on your side. You have family. This person has destroyed their family because this King of Wands, and I tried to call him Knight of Wands in the reverse because that's truly what his energy is. This King of Wands in the reverse has abused his own family. This is some man that will literally take money from a woman, do poverty spells, jack his stinking ass, nasty, dripping dick off to some woman, divine feminine in the collective, and then go get shit to give to another man. And he will neglect his own children and shit like that. I have no respect for somebody that's like that. Also, this Three of Wands in the reverse, these people followed some horrible advice. Like, I don't know who's advising these people, but that tarot reader needs to be fired. If they're advising these people to do poverty spells on you and to attack you in these types of ways, that reader needs to be fired or let go of, or whatever. They need to quit their job, because God would never tell anybody to steal from another person. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is a bit like what happened with Johnny Depp, which is just kind of sad. But yeah, unsound business judgment. Bad luck sneaks up on them unexpectedly. Money investment may be lost. It already says that because they betrayed you, they will lose their home and their possessions and their freedom. And it says, and they have no energy to fight you back, because they've given, like, you have to understand, these people gave you all their energy. They gave you their powers. They gave you their abilities by attacking you. By sending all that energetic attack to you, they gave you their power. So all you have to do is take that energy, transmute it into more positive energy for yourself. And I know that sounds like, oh, well, you just say that and it's probably hard to do, but no, you can do it with God. Take everything into the oneness of oneness of all, of God, of source, of spirit. It literally, you have the door to spirit within. You can take any issue to that bigger aspect of yourself, your higher self, and it will dissipate. This person doesn't have that connection. They've been cut off from the divine. They've been cut off pretty much from their spirit guides, from having any help. Because anytime the spirit guides help this person, they'll give them good advice, but this person will use the advice and twist it to fit their agenda, and then they'll abuse other people with the advice. So that's why they're not getting advised anymore. They have to go now to tarot readers and stuff like that. Yes, absolutely. Transmute that energy right into gold. There's this artist, I think her name's Fauza. Anyway, she has this one song that it's called Exothermic, I think. It's a really good song, but it talks about transmuting all of the pain and everything into gold and wearing it as an armor, basically. So yeah, also these people were making decisions way too hastily, which means like they weren't even like, they were getting information from a reader or for somebody else, and then they were not double checking to see if that shit was correct. So that's another reason their investment, what they invested in, money and investment, may be lost. And then they're going to have withdraw from unimportant arguments. This person's trying to argue with whatever practitioner or reader that they paid because they got given bullshit information. But that's only because God's never going to reveal your Akashic records or the truth to these people. And even in the readings that I do, God's going to only tell me to reveal what is safe to be revealed. You know what I mean? I'm never going to put anybody in danger by revealing information about your Akashic records if some cross watcher is going to come across and see that and try to do spiritual work on it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm very obedient. When God says, don't say that, I won't say it. Yeah, you've got the energy of the magician. This is what I'm saying. You can transmute the energy. You also have immense powers of concentration. I feel like that you also are studying some type of, like, it could be Reiki, it could be quantum touch, it could be just doing chakra meditations. You're studying something here in the magician energy that's going to help you keep yourself real, like realign your chakras and balance them. You know what I mean? But yeah, this person wants to extort you for something, but they don't have, like, they have bad advice. They don't have the correct information. So a lot of these people have been doing things off of lies and not even like operating off of anything that has to do with the truth. So they've been doing everything off of lies, which means everything that they're doing is in the wrong. It's unbalanced and it's uncalled for. And they should have checked. If this was a practitioner or a reader, they should have checked to see if their client was lying, you know, because this feminine energy still hasn't come out yet. Yeah, you are the star, the magician and the star, and they know this, which means your dreams for the future are going to come true. Okay. And also, it could mean that you come into contact with somebody who is a mentor who helps you get out of this cycle with this person, because that's all they want to do is just pull you into another cycle. You are calling for judgment because it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to shine. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes, absolutely, BC. You've got natural, like elemental and fairy magic. You have a lot of fairy energy around you. So much fairy energy. I would think almost that you live in England. That you must live in England or Scotland or something like that, because you have so much fairy energy. Could you imagine? I mean, these people, they had protection. They thought that they were protection. They thought that they were protected. They thought that they were able to protect other people, and they can't. They can't use their abilities anymore. And not only that, they thought that you were not protected. And they're seeing that God protects you and that you protect yourself. And that's very intimidating for them. Super intimidating for them. The Hermit. I had seen The Hermit and I was like, okay, when is it going to come out? So yeah, you guys could have been this, they could have been using spell work to isolate you or and to make you impoverished. Okay. This has backfired on them. You want to know why? Because when you went into hermit mode, you're already kind of introverted. You went into hermit mode and had a good time. You went into hermit mode and addressed why you created this whole situation in the first place. You're actually looking at yourself. Okay. So that's why you're able to find your own light. You're able to get out of the dark night of the soul and you're able to move forward. This person is not going to be able to move forward because they'll never go within. They're always going to blame everything on somebody else's mistake or some outside circumstance that they feel like they have no control over. But what this person really had no control over was your universe, your world, your perspective, your life, your money, your love, your luck, and your connection with God. They didn't have any control over that. The only thing in their life that they control is that those exact same things. This person, even if they're a master wizard or whatever, or warlock or whatever, I don't know what the difference between a wizard and a warlock is. So you guys will have to let me know if you know what that is. But yeah, whatever this person thinks they are, yeah, still in hermit for sure. But this person will never isolate. That's why they like this is a weak ass mofo. They have to be in groups with other people. Like they can't stand on their own 2 feet. So they really dislike anybody that can stand on their own 2 feet. And if you're a woman, oh, they don't like that shit. These Masonic Masons, whatever, They do not like women. They do not like women empowered. They don't like women that have spiritual gifts. These have been the type of people that have been funding the witch hunts from since whenever, you know. And this is still, all this has been is about basically another witch hunt. Ridiculous. Page of Swords. So yeah, you have every right to ask for protection. This Page of Swords energy, this gives me like spy. Like this, they were definitely using other people to spy on you and using these other people to noise intimidate you and to watch you and to collect data on you and stuff like that. For what reason? You're not doing anything illegal, so this doesn't have to do with anything like that legally. I feel like if somebody was trying to set you up, they've been caught already because, you know, again, that energy of trying to set somebody else up, that's their frequency. That's not your frequency. You're not, if you were out here trying to set people up and doing the same thing that these people were doing, then their magic would work on you because you guys would be the same vibration, but you're not doing any of this stuff. And so, you know, it's not going to happen. Again, I do feel like somebody just wants to restrict you financially. They feel like that's how they're going to get you to shut up or stop speaking. And so this is a message that gets repeated a lot too. Whoever has taken out a life insurance policy or whatever this is, they want my collective to shut up and to not exist and not to be on social media and to be in poverty and all this stuff and lack. They want all of this stuff, and that's all the shit that's going to get them caught up, basically. But they don't want to be in lack. They don't want to be in poverty. They don't want to be homeless. You know, exactly. Screw that. They don't want to be homeless. Well, then why would you try to do that to somebody else? This person's done spells to make you move, and that was rejected. It was like, no. Collective's only going to go somewhere if they choose to go somewhere. And like my situation that I was in, it was just better for me to choose to leave that situation because it was an entire community that was infected by this demon. And I don't fucking play with demons like that. Like whatever these entities are that possess groups of people and shit, and they're like all in Judas betrayal time. I'll get away from that as soon as I find out about it. Oh yeah, I was picking up too. You could be like adding like flowers to your yard, or you could be doing gardening, or you could be just like enjoying your yard, enjoying your outside space, and somebody keeps sending fucking like people to look over your fence or spy on you or look at you. It's really weird. Yeah, you always have had the choice. It's always been yours. And all you need to do, like if this is a feeling where you feel like you need to move and relocate, all you need to do is ask God to do it, to relocate you somewhere safe. And you can always pray, God, if there's anybody in my life or in anywhere around me that means me harm, please remove them. And that's another way God will expose your enemies to you that way. But yeah, these people they know for some reason that you're about to hit it big with something. Yeah, talking to your tulips. Yeah, they're watching you. I'm the same way. I will seriously talk to spirit, talk to fairies. That's how I was when I was a child. I spent the majority of my time in the yard talking to fairies. And I never wanted friends because I had imaginary friends and I had fairies and all that type of stuff to talk to. So I never really wanted friends, and I never wanted to play with dolls or any of that until it was like really kind of forced upon me. And I was like not very social. And so I wanted to play like Power Rangers or play with the fairies, pretty much those main things. Yeah, it's like people watching you, but they're watching you because they want to see what's in your yard. They want to see what you're doing. I don't know why they're so interested. It's like they want to see what you're doing. They want to see what's in your yard. They want to see what you're planting so that they can go get the same type of shit to match their yard. Like this is definitely about competition. Definitely about competition. And if you added anything to your yard, like an upgrade of any type, if you trust me, like let's say that you get like a sauna or a hot tub or something like that installed, just for an example. You'll find out that after this is done, your neighbors get the same shit. And you'll be like, "Hey, I just ordered that. That's so funny. The neighbor got it." Well, yeah, the neighbor got it because they're literally watching what you're doing, and they want the same thing. And it's only because they see you happy and satisfied with something. So that's why they're copying you. It's like they want that same feeling, but they don't know what of their own to go do and get, that would make them feel good. I know it's bizarre and it's random. Seven of Pentacles. I'm telling you, these people wanted to make a major turning point in your finances, one that would be unrecoverable. Like, and I feel like, yeah, money comes in from investments for you at this time. Use this time to assess your career goals and financial plans. These people really need to look at what their intention was, and then they need to clear that up. But I feel like this person's going to be removed. Yeah, this is a bad time to make major life changes for them. They need to avoid decisions and commitments. Situations have a way of working themselves out. Too many factors are pending to finish this project that they had. Their project of making you poor, there's too many factors at play for this to work. It says that they're missing a major piece of an important piece of the information that could change the outcome and the effect of this spell work. They're missing a major piece of the info. And if they still don't believe you're connected to God after they get their ass whooped this one last time, then that's on them. I mean, only a truly mentally deranged, special in the head, I don't want to say retarded, but only somebody that is truly off their rocker gets punished by God severely multiple times for doing this shit and doesn't learn that God is real. What the fuck do you think is punishing you? It's not this person. You haven't done anything. You have the Ace of Swords. That's protection from God. This is their next stop, the Ten of Swords. They tried to betray you in some type of way. They are going to have, excessive betrayal. And no matter how, these people that are after them for money, this is why they're trying to steal from you. They owe either a drug dealer or they owe some other person money. They owe somebody, some mobster or some shit like that. That's the energy I'm picking up. They owe people money. And literally, they're in the Five of Pentacles. No joke. Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles for trying to make you be in poverty. So if your finances have been up and down and just like you've barely been getting why, this is the energy. This is the reason. But know that it's going to change. The more that you go within, you raise your vibration and you start tapping into your own creativity and abundance, the more that these people are going to not be able to touch your energy. And they really can't touch your energy as it is, but you know that. But these people, they don't know that. They think that what they're doing is working or it's affecting you. They're just sitting around like watching their clock, watching their watch. Just anytime now they'll be thrown out of their house, and then knock, knock, knock. Here comes the landlord with an eviction notice for them because they were put so much attention on you and making you homeless that now they didn't even pay their own bills. They thought that they were going to be able to siphon something from you at the last minute to pay their shit, which is crazy. So yeah, if you guys send a $10 super chat with your question, I will answer your question. Okay. But yeah, this person's in financial ruin. They're going to have to seek support from some type of religious or spiritual institution. And they've got so much bad karma with them. They may end up getting turned down. I'm seeing somebody that is like a fake Muslim person. I'm seeing a couple different people, but I'm seeing somebody who's fake Muslim. Like, use this person. Why I say they're a fake Muslim is because even though they're a part of this church or whatever religion, they are only using the holy book to curse and harm other people. They're not using it as a sacred scripture, and they don't really believe in the ideals of this religion. They're just being extremely fake because they know that these people will help shield them from the karma that God is giving them. But once these people find out that the reason that this person's attending their church is to bring the worst type of negative karma that you could ever have, being a freaking Judas snake person and knowing that you betrayed a Christ individual and then tried to make them homeless and in poverty. And then you take that dumb shit into any type of, like, I don't know if they're what their buildings are called, their churches in Islam, but take it to them, and then they're going to walk in that holy place with all of this, no, with all of this badass karma, and they're going to lie to the people and ask for help but not tell them that they were trying to steal your inheritance and your worldly talents, and that's why God is punishing them. They're not going to be honest about why judgment was called and why they're up under judgment. So they're going to go to a religious institution, seek help, and eventually that religious institution is going to go, no, God, Allah, Vishnu, source, whatever you want to call the oneness of all, has told us that we are not to help you for whatever reason. These people will get, because once this person walks in and they're greeted with open arms, okay, and this person still, they will not repent. Like, if they would repent, it would be a different story, but they will not repent. They're just basically trying to get everybody else involved in the negative karma that they're involved in so that they don't have to face it alone. Dude, we're all going to have to face death pretty much alone. Even if somebody's sitting next to us, it's a one-on-one type of experience. Like, stop being such a pussy, deal with your own karma, and don't try to bring that into an organization who's actually trying to worship God. I don't think that that's right at all. I think that these people, that they know that they've got the worst karma in the world because of the shit that they've done. All they need to do is just work on clearing up their karma and clearing up their act and getting a real relationship with God, not using a holy book to hurt other people, but actually, like, and that, I'm sorry, but I just don't believe that people that just read the Bible have a connection to God. These people, they say prayers all the time, but their prayers don't get answered. Why do their prayers not get answered? Because they don't have a real connection with God. They have not done anything to go within to connect with the Most High. They're basically just using scripture and throwing around words that they don't really understand. They understand the concept of it, but they don't truly understand what God means in the word of God. And that's all they have is the word of God and their faith, belief that God will come through. That's all they have. They don't have a real relationship with God. They don't have a real connection with God, and they cannot get in touch with God. If they were abducted by aliens right this second and they screamed out to God, God would not come to their aid. So that's what, and I'm not saying anybody that's like that is bad. I'm just saying that there's a lot of Bible thumpers that go around acting like they're better than everybody and acting like they are more holier than thou, and they're the ones doing heinous crimes against people, some of them, or they're just not what they say they are, and they don't understand the scriptures that they read, most likely. Yeah, this is definitely about your success, you guys, about fame, you getting recognized for something. I don't know why somebody believes that they are the reason that you are getting recognized. This person believes that you owe them something. You don't owe them shit. And you got rid of this person and walked away from them because you knew that they were going to 10 of swords you. And that's what their intention is. Their intention is not to apologize. If anybody comes to say they're sorry to you, okay, thank you. And then you move on. But people need to stop being delusional and thinking that it's the responsibility of other people to forgive them and to accept them back in life. No, sweetie, if you fuck me over, you get one try. I don't give people 3 chances. That's retarded. I'm not a fucking genie. I'm not giving anybody 3 chances to fuck me over. Okay, you get one chance, and if you fuck that up, then you have to make right with God on that. And other than that, we done. do take backs. You know, taking an X back is like taking shit you've already crapped out and trying to shove it back up your ass. Tell me that that makes sense. Taking an X back is literally doing that. So that's why I don't go backward. Once you fuck me over, then I know. And usually I can see people for who they are. And in all the 999,000 other lifetimes I've had with them, they've done the same exact thing. Yeah, I'm going to definitely protect myself because I know what type of spirit you are. You know what I mean? That's the type of energy that you guys are in. You guys know what type of spirit and what type of time these people are on. Like, absolutely. And these people think that because you're nice, that you're stupid. I don't know. I don't know why they think that. You can be nice all day, but that doesn't mean, like, you can be the nicest person and you can be forgiving all day, but it doesn't mean that you are going to accept abusive people back in. And it doesn't mean that your ancestors are not going to not forgive these people. Your ancestors want blood. If this person cannot pay you back the money that they stole from you, find like by siphoning your energy and putting you in poverty with witchcraft, if they can't give that money back to you, then your ancestors want their blood. And nobody's going to change the intention of your ancestors when they feel like this person needs to be in the Nine of Swords. You know what I'm saying? They need to be grieving and in sorrow and in emotional pain and depression. They need to be literally they need to be sorry for what they've done, but they're not. They're just sorry that it didn't work. They're sorry that they got caught. They're sorry that they weren't able to swap fates. That's what they're sorry about. So it has nothing to do with being a better person. It's just they're sorry that they weren't able to successfully make you homeless and make you in poverty. That's all. And they're sorry that they weren't able to put you in a tower, which is where they are. And the tower only ends. See, sometimes there's good towers, you know. For example, let's say you have a great aunt that you don't know. And I'm not trying to say that death is positive, but let's just say that you have a great aunt that you don't know. And this great aunt ends up passing away. So you end up getting like a letter in the mail about that. And all of a sudden you find out that she left you an estate. That would still be considered a tower because somebody passed away, but it's actually a positive thing for your life. You didn't know the person, so it's not really going to affect you. So again, some towers can be positive. Some towers get us to change our direction and to basically walk away from things that are no longer good for us. But then some other towers are towers that really bring people falling down upon their heads, you know, like the picture basically. And this is saying that they're going to be in the Nine of Swords in the tower. And even if they apologize, they have to pay back what they've taken from you. That like the scales have to be balanced. Okay, that's the way of the order of the universe. This situation has been so far out of balance for so long that the scales have to be balanced, and they will be. They will be balanced, and it'll be the Most High God balancing the scales. And these people that thought that they were going to take your spiritual gifts, take your spouses, take your boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, everything, right? These people that thought that they were just going to take everything, they don't even appreciate the things that they have, right? So them wanting your shit, even if they got your stuff, they would not be happy with it. They would complain about it and still need more and more and more because they're just greedy and wretched. Yeah, it's literally, yeah, a time collapse. It's basically when time falls in on itself and all of the timelines where this person's been doing this, because again, this person has done things to you in so many past lives that have been similar to this. Like this person's human trafficked you in other lives, like just horrible things. Okay. When the timelines collapse, that's basically judgment day, you know. That's judgment day for this person because they should not have thought that this was the way, that stealing other people's work or stealing their persona or whatever, being very dishonest in business. These people have done straight up illegal, a lot of illegal shit, a lot. They've done a lot of illegal things, and they've done things in other people's names, and they think that it's not being tracked back to them, but they're already being watched by the feds. Okay, you're being watched possibly by the CIA, and the feds are watching these people because they're creating federal crimes. I'm also picking up on somebody trying to mess with your Two of Pentacles, trying to keep your mail from coming in. Yeah, they're going to go to prison for that. That's mail fraud. Yeah, Empress. This is because you're the Empress and you're getting public fame and recognition. And this person is getting ignored. They're getting ignored by the universe because they felt like your needs, that you should not have your basic needs met. And so the universe feels that exact way about them. That nobody should be funding this. This should not have its basic needs met. This devil energy should not have its basic needs met. That's the way that the universe is seeing this situation. So yeah, they're in the tower with the devil. Now they owe the devil from all these contracts and all this siphoning and all this shit that they've been doing. They literally owe the devil, and they can't pay with your soul. Right? They can't pay with your soul. The devil's like, nah, I'm going to have to take somebody else. Who is it going to be? It's definitely going to be this person, because they put you up as like a sacrifice, and that was rejected. Justice in the reverse. They tried to obstruct justice so much to the point where you had to cry out to the heavens for help. The heavens heard you, and now this devil can do no more for this person. This devil's in the tower itself. This demon is, for trying to mess with your energy. So yeah, this also talks about these people having to go to court. There's going to be a lawsuit. Any of the fake reports that they made about you, this insane ass person is going to be put on the stand. They're crazy balls. They're going to be saying a bunch of weird, crazy shit that makes no sense. And you're not even going to have to say a word. You won't even have to be there in court. You may just end up getting a paper that says somebody owes you some money, because I'm not kidding. This justice system is attached to the devil. These people are all in the tower. This also talks about biased treatment. That's what they were trying to do to you. Follow all laws, possible lawsuit and debt collection. It says, show mercy to others and do not be harsh with them. Because this card in the reverse predicts violence, injustice, and inequality, and legal complications and broken laws, which is what these people have been doing. Witchcraft to try to take from you, witchcraft to falsely imprison you. Okay. This police in the reverse. Yeah, you're dealing with crooked police officers. Success through underhanded means, ruthless in dealing with others, exploits others for their own advancement, wins by intimidation, obsessed with money and power, no concern for others' feelings and needs, a decadent attitude, misfortune, defeat, restlessness, a strong desire to change one's life. I'm not kidding. These police officers are put up under fucking judgment big time right now for working with this person. So this person could be a snitch, or they could be somebody that just has a relative that's a police officer. Either way, these people thought that they were going to take your home from you, take your money from you, and take everything from you, and that they were going to be the ones divvying out what you get, that they were going to be the ones breadcrumbing you. Now it's them that's getting breadcrumbed and treated poorly, which is absolutely their fault. I mean, literally. You have an Ace of Cups here from the universe, loving friendships, loving family coming in. You may not have the greatest friends right now, or you may not even have friends right now, but friends are coming in. Whoever's this love person is, I don't get a bad feeling about them. I feel like this person up here was trying to, because you don't want to, and again, this King of Wands in the reverse, because you don't want to fuck this person anymore. You don't want to sleep with them anymore, excuse me. You don't want to sleep with this person anymore. And so that warrants you to have obstruction of justice, devilment, and false crimes and being framed and set up and shit. Make it make sense. and to be homeless and impoverished. Make it make sense, bitch. This shit don't make no sense. I mean, what type of idiot brain thinks this shit up? I feel stupid for saying it out loud, but it's what's coming through the reading. I'm just channeling. But what type of idiot ass brain thinks that they're that important that you should be crucified and punished and betrayed and harmed because you don't want to sleep with them anymore and they're infected ass wand? Hell to the no. Sickos. Totally a sicko. I mean, that's a narcissist. And I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose anyone, but that is a narc right there. Somebody that's like, oh, you won't sleep with me? Well, I'm going to put you in prison. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. No, you're going to take several motherfucking seats. That's what you're going to do. And everybody that you involved in this destiny swapping bullshit and targeting this person, y'all are going to take several seats. The justice system's going to be forced to take several seats. Because the extraterrestrials that watch over you, these are not nice beings. These are not like foo-foo rainbow like beings, okay? I'm telling you right now, these extraterrestrials enjoy torture. They love to torment humans, okay? You have extraterrestrials watching over you that have no problem abducting these people and probing the shit out of them in the butt, literally. To just get the message across to them, you are not to be fucked with. And so these people are freaking out and they're trying to call judgment on you because they see, these UAP energies around them. And it's like they have to be monitored. The real police, like the police and the government, has failed to provide safety to my collective. They have not only failed to do that, they have refused to do that. They've refused to take care of collective. They have refused to provide protection and safety for collective. They have also refused to persecute this person got caught up for doing some shit to you. These police officers got them out of it and let them go. So that's why they're up under such heavy judgment. Such heavy judgment. God's like, oh yeah, I saw that shit. I saw that shit. I saw what you tried to do to my child. That was my child. God says, that's my child that you decided to do that to. Watch me do this shit to your child. And that's the sad shit of this, is that these people, their children will be cursed for most likely eternity unless I come back around or somebody else like me that can clear curses and break hexes and shit. But why would I do that if God's placing it there? I don't break hexes that God places upon people. And they can come to me and cry all they want, but this is a punishment that's coming from God. These people with the Ace of Wands are feeling exhausted. They have loss of enthusiasm and basically their material success has not made them happy. That's why they don't want you to have it. It doesn't make any sense. Whatever this person has is going to be coming to you anyways. And this person's low energy, lethargy. They don't have the ambition to get up out of bed. They like literally sit in bed and watch fucking tarot all the time. They jack their nasty ass dick off. It's sick. They don't do anything. They don't take care of their children. They don't go to work. This person is somebody that needs help. They need a strict schedule of medication and a psychologist and a therapist. But they're never going to get that because nobody has the balls to tell these people that they're fucking crazy and that the shit that they're doing is not normal, that it's not sane, it's not rational, and it's not okay. Like, I don't know why nobody has told these people that they're in the wrong yet. It's like most likely, me telling them that they're in the fucking wrong, which obviously, if you're having to steal some shit from somebody else, then you don't deserve whatever it is if you have to steal it, because you could ask God for it and God would give it to you. So like, this person is a thief. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I was waiting for I was waiting for when this female energy would come out because I knew that there was a feminine behind this masculine and this is all about jealousy. This bitch wants to be a tarot reader. She wants to be a psychic. She wants to be a healer or a Reiki master, whatever it is that you do. This bitch wants to do it. But she only wants to do it because she sees you making money at it, not because she was called to do it. And if you're not called to do this type of work, you'll go mentally insane. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You open up to the psychic world and you're not called to do that, fucking you will go mentally insane. But yeah, this is an opinionated woman, volatile, changing moods, this bipolar energy coming off. And I don't discriminate against anybody that has a mental condition, but none of us are an island. That's what I love about Bronwyn's Cove. She's always so point on about the messages that none of us are an island, literally. It's okay to not be okay, but as long as we're getting help. I really agree with what she says there, because I feel like these people, they need somebody to tell them that they need to get help, because the way that they're acting is not any type of normalcy. But like when you have mental health, like let's just say this person's got mental health, their family's got mental health. Everybody in the family that has mental health, nobody knows that they have a mental health disorder until somebody diagnoses somebody. And then that's when the help can actually start. But yeah, this person takes without giving. The reason why they're mentally screwed up is because of the witchcraft they've done and the devil that they worked with. Like, do you people really think that the devil is going to be loyal to you or honest to you? Yeah, like the devil is going to betray you every single time in every type of way. I don't know why people think that the devil owes them anything. But yeah, this person has an unforgiving attitude towards those they look down upon. They base blessings and how blessed you are off of how much money you have. And money doesn't measure blessings. There's so many things that money cannot buy that spirit can give, like spiritual gifts. This person wants the spiritual gifts that you have. They want to take this shit. They don't want to have to go to a voodoo practitioner to get a spirit put on them so they can have an ability. But this person's been using some type of like devil energy to play off like she's some type of high priestess or psychic or something like that, or boss, and she's not. She's really not. This person is a fraud. Their messages are fraudulent. They're a false prophet. This person takes without giving. They're a psychic vampire. They give only when something is to be gained. And even that, they don't give positive. They don't contribute. This person does not contribute not one thing positive to this world. Even the children that this person has raised are negative people and bullies. But yeah, I mean, the bitch is raising fucking bullies, basically. Be suspicious of this woman. Very materialistic and greedy and self-centered. Yeah, literally. This person wants you to lose sight of the future by dwelling on the past in a negative way. You're not going backwards. Like I said, we're not taking the shit we already crapped out and putting it back up our ass. We're not taking the exes back. Not ever again. Like, now that we know what this is, no. And so it says, pain and difficulty do not disappear for them right away. Emotional upset continues. They're not taking responsibility for their emotions. Self-control is necessary right now. Again, this person believes that their jealousy and envy over your life is a good enough reason for them to get their police officers, to get the court system involved, to get all of these people involved in taking you down. And really, like, this person's even reported you as some type of terrorist threat. This bitch is the terrorist. This person is literally a fucking problem, dude. They're a serious problem. And you have no, like, this person got you illegally investigated. And the police should have protected you because you are special and you do have gifts, and this person is not. This person, to God, this person doesn't mean shit to God. God does not care for this person. God is allowing this person to exist so that God can show you how God's going to rock this person's world. That's the only reason they're here, is so that they can literally be a testimony for you, be part of your testimony. So I don't pity them. Yeah, the Lovers in the reverse. Again, this is I have to cover up their bodies and pretty much the whole card when it's in the reverse. But This person can't make a decision in their love life. They've already made a bad decision. Their friends are moving on and abandoning them. They're walking away from attacking you, whoever they were working with, and the King of Wands in the reverse. It says a moral lapse involving temptation, indecision, and infidelity. This lady was tempted to do some fraudulent shit in your name or businesses or something, and she did that, and now everything's being tracked back to her. I don't want to say exactly what the feds are working on, but that they already know that everything that has been done in your name or that's been tried to be done in your name has come from this person and has come from this person's phone. This person probably hasn't changed their phone number in a really long time. Also, this person, is an infidel. They're a cheater. How dare they be cheating on their husband and going to Islam church? This is why it's very dangerous not to believe in God. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. You put your life at risk. This person could be experiencing a divorce, a separation, or a moral lapse in their judgment. They also have people coming after them. So somebody's going to be coming after them, wanting the money for whatever this was that they see. This person was supposed to trap you and snare you in some type of contract or some type of thing so that they could take from you. And that's how they were going to pay this mobster, this gangster, this drug dealer, whatever. That's how they were going to pay, was with your soul, your energy, or by having you robbed. That's what their intention was. This also says that there needs to heal a relationship. You don't need to heal a relationship with this person, okay? They've pretty much, their actions have destroyed it. And again, more with the destiny swap backfire here with the Four of Cups in the reverse. Chronic emotional restlessness is manifesting itself in casual love affairs. This person sleeps with the police, sleeps with all of the people in the justice system. This person is just a slut bucket, total slut bucket. And I'm not judging her for that, but that if that's her life, fine. But she doesn't need to be involving you in her slut bucket shit. So yeah, new goals and projects are needed. Overindulgence in food and alcohol. This person's always intoxicated. That's why they have the balls to do this shit to you, because they're always drunk. Lack of moderation, failure in love. This person's also going to be getting a DUI very soon. Cultivate positive thought, even though it's difficult. This person's literally is going to be getting a DUI very soon. They may even fall asleep at the wheel while they're drunk or some shit. This is why they should not leave their house to come stalk you. The World in the reverse. This person could have tried to put you on the dark web as some type of payment plan, like trying to sell you. That's bad. If they did that, the worst. I mean, I just got a confirmation, but yeah. Goals have been forgotten. Renew and set new ones. You underestimate your own abilities and lack vision. Fear of change and travel keeps you from success and happiness. Too attached to your current job or residence. You are inflexible and must respond to changing circumstances. Whatever they did, putting you on the dark web with this King of Wands, whatever was done has been tracked. The feds are on it. They see it. And it's not going unanswered. Because they tried to human traffic you yet again in this life, and they already did that in another life. They made you povertish in another life. They enslaved you in another life. These people, they're going to hell. Seven of Wands. Yeah, so you're going to win this fight. You're going to be on the defensive just from this person, but I feel like that's only going to be a temporary time. People are competing for your energy and your resources. Okay. Your resources come from God. These other people are trying to pull from resources that it's like some collective shit. When your stuff comes from God, it's infinite resources. Okay. That's why God's giving you the real good stuff, the stuff that these people don't have, the gifts and abilities that they've got to go to another psychic or a tarot card reader that's not even accurate to get information, right? You have the ability to get the information. All right, let's get an outcome for everybody. Oh my gosh, this card starts, it says, the outcome to your problems is uncertain. It may not make you happy. This is definitely telling these people that they are not going to be happy with this shit. They're not going to be happy with the outcome of this endeavor. Okay. This card represents a loss of nerve, indecision, weakness, inability to adapt to change, and a retreat into stereotypical thinking. Others take advantage of them. Putting work above your own needs will hurt you in the long run. This person's not made to do whatever type of psychic or spiritual work that you do. So they need to just leave it alone. Okay. It's not their purpose. It's not their path. I know it looks good and it looks shiny, but it's not everybody's path. People need to start learning that, because they really are getting punished by God. And not only that, they're going to be going, these people that are false prophets that are misleading people on purpose and putting them in a wrong direction and not leading them towards God, leading them towards some other shit, they're going to hell. They're going to hell. Yeah, they're very immature. This person's so freaking immature. The Fool in the reverse. April Fool's Day. This is probably the best day for them. They're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, but this is just so unintelligent. How could you want some bad shit for somebody else and then think with you know that the law of attraction will give you exactly what you speak out, the energy that you put out, and that's the energy you're putting out is wanting to destroy another person. Then this person's confused as all hell is why they are in a catastrophe. Are you fucking retarded? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, what's wrong with their brain? They don't understand universal law and they don't respect it, apparently, or they don't believe in it, or they don't believe in God. I don't know what it is. But yeah, they're very childish, they're very close to ruin with their crazy ass decisions. And I feel like we're going to do some angel numbers. I didn't even realize we're at an hour and 35 minutes. Actually, no, we're going to do the Money Moves Oracle deck because this is about finances. So let's just get some cards to see what is going to be coming into Collective's life. Well, you have a lot of good karma coming in, and that will pay off. Love life, free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. Yes, absolutely. This person was trying to affect your love life financially. Independence, manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. You don't need this person for anything. Fast changes. Things happen subtly in a short period and a hurry. Take bold steps forward. So quick change when it comes to your money and your finances. Guardian angels, some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes, and specifically from this person. You have a higher power that you actually have a spirit guide that this person tried to cut you off from. And this spirit guide wants blood. The spirit guide's like, okay, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to cut you up in pieces. Actually, that's how the spirit guide feels about that. How dare this person try to do that? Winning. Yeah, sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything at once. You are winning at this time. You're going to continue to win as long as you stay in the upright and continue to just be yourself. You're going to attract what you need in life. And even if it seems like, oh, well, I don't have a whole bunch, but like for like my experience, I have just been blessed and fortunate to be able to feed myself. You know what I mean? But, still, I don't deserve to be in poverty. You don't deserve to be in poverty, especially if you're working on yourself. You know what I mean? Wisdom, insight into the nature of the physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. So yeah, just be very wise when it comes to this person may want to come work with you or say that they want to mentor you. This is not a mentor. Okay. They don't have any wisdom that you don't have. They don't have shit. Okay. They don't have anything that you need. This is them just wanting to come and attach back onto your energy. And I think you've had enough of that. Foresight. This is true. What I'm saying is 100% true. Pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. Look into the future and be like, okay, in the future, what is it that I need to change about my own vibration to make myself more abundant? Those are the things that you should just be asking yourself. Resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Absolutely. Absolutely. Save something, use wisely and as needed. Because this person wants you to spend all your money. They want you to either become poor by not making money. They're trying to restrict that, and they're trying to like make you spend all of your money. And the money that you spend, you're just going to have more money that comes in. So what the hell? Sweet success. If it is not difficult to get everything that you want and to enjoy it. You can have your lollipop and eat it too. Okay. Get what you want. Mind power, using your mind. Use the intelligence, analyze data, logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. Absolutely. Always use your mind. It's going to be the best advice. But yeah, you have everything that you need within you to win and to become a very, very successful, very wealthy person. These closed doors, these people are going to have closed doors to them. You've got a new beginning coming. Okay. You will start a new job and life. Clean sweep over. Hit the reset button. Boop. Reset. Shedding. Reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. That's why you're having a new beginning. You're shedding this old version of yourself that felt like you weren't enough or like you didn't have enough, right? Spiritual work. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. Confirmation. I am a light worker, you guys. You are a light worker. And that's why it's so important for you to be supported in this world, because you are a beacon of light to other people. You're a beacon of hope and light to others, where these people are just shadows. Helping hand. Need others to assist with services, increase productivity. No one can handle it all. Like I said, how there's a palm tree, no one is an island. Just like Bronwyn says, no one is an island. That's just some of the wisest advice that is out there. Expression. Open up your heart and connect with others. Express your creative self. This is going to be one way that you make money, is by speaking it into creation. When you have this many people speaking death over your life, you got to be speaking success into your life. Choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You're on the right track. So these people are experiencing closed doors while your doors are opening. Your investments are coming in. Investments made will have positive result and will bring prosperity. Invest wisely, which I feel like you guys are doing at this time. Bright ideas. Have an innovative new inspiration. Test new ideas and break out fast. Take action on your ideas. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we'll do one more. Fruits of labor. It is time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Okay. Rich gain is here. Absolutely. An opportunity. So the fruits of your labor may come as a new opportunity, new job opportunities, change of workplace, or a business trip. You're moving up. Career is on the rise. New offers and opportunities, salary increase. Surprise. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. Love affair. Beware love affairs at work rarely end well. Don't lose your mind. This person wants you to enter into some type of work-love relationship. You're not going to do that. This person wants to just bring about endings to you. The cycle is over. It's done. Partnership. Joining forces with business partners for win-win cooperation. Absolutely. You may have a business partner that comes in and you are very fertile at this time. That's another thing, that if you're a divine feminine, they're trying to steal your sacred womb. These people have limitations. They're doing this because either they're men that are sleeping with each other that don't have a womb and cannot create a goddamn fucking thing. They're losers. And not all men that sleep with each other are losers, but ones that are stealing the womb energy of a feminine while they sleep with men. That's stupid. You're a loser. But yeah, these people have limitations to their income. So they feel like because they're limited that you need to have limitations, but you're infinite. You do not live life in limitations. You don't have doors being closed in your face. You're not engaging in frivolous love affairs that are, these people are stupid. They think they're going to bring about limitations and endings by trapping you in some type of love partnership. No, you're going to sniff this parasitic freak out. They ever time to try to come near you, you will sniff this person out. They will not. They will never succeed at this. Like, your intuition is just too spot on for them to ever be able to succeed with this crap. So I feel like you guys don't need to be worried. The more that you put faith and knowing that the Lord will provide, you know, these people can let them do what they want to do. Let them try to curse you. It's only going to go back on them. It's really only going to go back on them. That's the honest to God truth. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you all and I appreciate you guys for being here. And I feel really good about the fact that this person's not going to be taking from you any longer. They're not going to be sustaining their life off of your energy. And not only that, you're going to be getting your energy back. This person's going to be condemned for what they've been doing, and you are going to be moving forward, and you're going to be getting a good new beginning. You know what I mean? But yeah, calling in positivity. Okay, you guys, thank you for being here. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Please like this video. It really helps me if you like it, and it really just shows that you support the channel. So please make sure that you're subscribed, that you like the video, and that you hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I go live, okay? All right, and I'm thinking about doing live readings on my membership where you can come into the chat and get live readings for free if you join my membership. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. You guys will have to let me know what you think about that. All right, because I'm the only other way that I'm doing personal readings is just taking $10 super chats, which that's a very cheap price for getting this type of help. And so take advantage of it while it's around, because it won't be around forever. All right. All right, you guys, know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Have a wonderful day or evening or night, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.